Hey, what's up guys? It's Paul Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Had Fire Release, and yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, if you haven't then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah guys, before continuing this, I would like to tell you I am doing research on your ideas such as G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Origins. I have downloaded that movie, I haven't watched it yet, but I will in the future when I get time. And yeah, hopefully make a what if regarding that. And other than that, One Piece, I am starting it really soon. I'm going to watch the whole series first to get a better idea. I have read some fan fictions regarding Naruto X One Piece, but it's not the same as watching the thing firsthand. So yeah, it might take some time. And other than that, if you haven't then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. It begins in Konoha's council chamber just after the QB was stopped in its tracks on October 10th. The QB was released by a masked person who arrived at the birthing place in which Minato and Kushina were present as Kushina was giving birth to the triplets, the oldest one being Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, and the youngest being Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, and their middle sister being Natsumi Uzumaki Namikaze. Naruto had a civilian level chakra, so that is why he didn't have any part of the QB sealed inside of him. Minato split the QB into 3 parts, sealing the soul and a bit of chakra inside his wife so she could survive, and the yin and yang side in both of his elder children, as he was greatly worried about Naruto, and so was Kushina. As now we see them inside the council chamber, as Minato was sitting in his Hokage desk. At one side, his wife and children were standing, as Naruto was being held by his student, Kakashi Harake, while the 2 children were held by their mother, as Hiruzen and the elders arrived there, as did the shinobi side of the council, which consisted of the clan heads, and the civilian side. As then, the civilian began, Hokage-sama, the village has been destroyed greatly. We have suffered great losses, and we do not have enough funds to get ourselves back on our feet. We need help from other villages. Suna won't be any help, said another civilian, because they are quite poorer than us. We cannot ask for their help. Then we need to form another alliance, Koharu said, suggesting to Minato. That is what I want. But which village should we align ourselves with? Kumo will be a good choice, as Yashi gripped his kimono that he was wearing. Are you out of your mind, Danzo? They just tried to kidnap my infant daughter 1 week ago. How dare you suggest that? And on top of that, they demanded my brother, who was sent it to them. I know we had our differences with Kumo during that part of Alliance, but we have no choice. Kiri isn't an option. Eva is out of the picture since Minato is the Kage, and that leaves only Kumo, an ideal village to form an alliance with. What kind of alliance are you referring to, Danzo? Said Hiruzen. That alliance that will benefit both of our villages, and can be cemented by 2 people, a marriage alliance. But who will marry to Kumo, Konoichi, or who's going to marry a Kumo shinobi from our village? Only one. Minato's son will marry. How dare you suggest that my family should marry? Said Kushina. Kushina, calm down, Minato said. Whose of my children are you referring to, Danzo? Naruto, the youngest one, who has the lowest bit of chakra. Since he's basically useless to us and will be a liability, so why not make a use out of him? How dare you say that to my son? Said Kushina. Danzo, choose your next word carefully or I will rip your throat out. He is my son regardless if he has civilian level of chakra, and Uzumaki never leave one behind. But think about it, Kushina. Your son will be helpful towards his village and seen as an important figure and an ambassador between Kumo and Konoha. And not only that, he will be given equal rights of that of a civilian council member in both Kumo and in Konoha, meaning he can participate in both councils. He will have a higher position in society. His future will be bright. As Kushina was silent, as Tuzumi then said, standing up. Kushina, don't fall for this bastard's words. You know, he's a crafty bastard. Mind your words, Inuzuka. Make me, said Tsunmi, looking towards Danzo, gritted his teeth. As Hiruzen then said, no, Minato, don't agree to this. It is not right. We will find another way around it. No. Actually, Danzo is right. I am worried about Naruto's future, and I'm sure Kushina is too. And if this helps in protecting Naruto, then I will agree to it. But you will have no say in what he does. You will not watch over him. Alright, Hokage-sama. I wish for my village to prosper, that is all. And if we gain a powerful ally such as Kumo, then I will be happy nonetheless. Which was true, Danzo only wanted an ally, a powerful ally that could help them when the time comes to shove. As Minato then said, fine. This meeting is adjourned. We will talk about matters on a later date. I have to think about a lot. As everyone left, aside from Kushina and Hiruzen and Kakashi, Sensei, why did you agree to them? Yeah, Minato, why? I know our son is different, but how could you do this? Kushina, it's not that I don't love Naruto. It's just that I'm worried about him. Think about it. What if Eva found out that I had a son who can barely use chakra and is a civilian? He will be targeted for something that I did, and that is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about seeing him laying dead one day when I arrive at home, and there is nothing I can do about it because I cannot be everywhere, even though I am the Yellow Flash. And I'm sure that getting Kumo as our ally will be beneficial for us, but they tried to kidnap me, and you're sending my son there. How could you? You know what happened when we were kids. Kushina, that is enough. I know what happened at the time, but the new Raikage has risen. His name is A. He is the son of the previous Raikage, and when he rose to the power, his village was prospering heavily and becoming more powerful. That is why I am sure that he will protect Naruto, and so will be the Konoichi that is chosen by him. As Kushina then sighed, as Minato then said, I know that it is difficult for all of you to realize, but think about it. From my perspective, what I am seeing is benefit for both Naruto and for the village. Our village will recover, and not only that, Naruto will be seen as an important figure in both Kumo and Konoha's eyes. He will be protected, heavily guarded, so no shinobi can interfere and he can live his life peacefully. But we can always train his siblings, Minato, said Kushina. They can protect him. Kushina, you and I both know that children can be turned into spoiled brats. That is why we have to focus on them, so that they won't turn into them. And what will happen if we give all our time to both of them? Naruto will become jealous. And if he turns jealous, it will be bad for him. Do you want your son to hate you and me both and his siblings for the rest of his life? As Kushina imagined Naruto scowling at her, as she shivered. No, I don't. That is why I'm suggesting this. Please, bear with me. I know what I'm doing. Fine, Minato. Fine, I agree with you. As Kushina looked towards her children and at Naruto, as her lips quivered as she cried, knowing that her son will be leaving her soon. As 1 week later, we go towards Kumo Gakure, as in the Raikage's office, a letter arrived from Konoha. As said A, the Raikage. What is it, brother? Why are you looking like a fool, you fool? B. Shut the hell up or I will punch you so hard that you'll reach Konoha within a minute. Yeah, I'ma shut up now, homie, said B. So, what does the letter say? Said Mabui, his secretary. Konoha wants an alliance with us. But why would they want an alliance? We know that our council betrayed them by sending some rogue shinobis there. I know. And that old bastard just passed away recently. because of him, our village has suffered greatly, or we would have been aligned already with Konoha. And they want to cement this alliance by a political marriage. Who who are they sending here then to be married? Or are we sending a person to them? No, they will be sending here, Mabui. Interesting, said B. For the first time without rapping. Who will be the sending then? Minato is sending his youngest son, Naruto. It is said that he has civilian level of chakra, but carries the genes of both Uzumaki and Namikaze clan. And if he is married to powerful Konomichi, they are sure that his children will have both the Uzumaki and Namikaze genes alongside being powerful. That will be beneficial to us. The Uzumaki clan will be coming to Kumo. I agree to this, but I have to talk to the council, the shinobi council that we have, not the civilian. I remember. What happened to the civilian? Said Mabui. They were present here 1 to 2 weeks ago. Oh, you were on a vacation, right, Mabui? Said Killer B. Yes, B-sama. Well, me and bro here took care of them and executed them publicly, so there is no civilian council here. Raikage-sama, are you out of your mind? Who's going to look after the civilians affair? And you just increase your paperwork tenfold, as Ace sighed, as he facepalmed himself. Shit! I didn't thought of that. So, are you going to agree to this alliance? I'm afraid I have to. And Konoha needs our help, so we might be able to gain an upper hand. Plus, they are sending a clansman here to repopulate an Uzumaki clan here. Why would I disagree? You're right, bro. So when will the kid be coming? 10 years from now. That's good. So, have you chosen his bride? I'm thinking about Yujito. Yo, she's 6, bro. Are you out of your mind? Do you know the age gap between them? Then what was the girl's name that you got interested in? The orphan girl, Samui? Yeah, Samui. How about her? She's 4. Why don't I put both of them? The lucky bastard might enjoy himself in Kumo as well. Said A, as he wrote down 2 names there. As after 1 week we go back to Konoha, as a letter arrived from Raikage from Kumo. As Minato was sitting with his family, enjoying life, as the letter arrived there through his summon. Raikage sent us this letter. What does it say, honey? Does he has chosen a bride for our son? He has agreed to my terms. After 10 years, Naruto will leave this village and live in Kumo. And... what? What the hell? What's wrong? 2 girls are chosen. One is 6-year-old and the other one is 4. Their name is Yujito and Samui. My son is going to marry women that are older than him? Well, yeah, those were the ladies that were available at the time, I guess. And he said the changing of the names is non-negotiable, and one of them is even their Jinchuriki. Jinchuriki of the Two-Tails cat. The Matatabe, the Nekomata. I see. What? My son is going to be married to a Jinchuriki? Whoa, Kushina, you are yourself a Jinchuriki, and I married you, so what's wrong with that? And plus, the girls look kinda cute. See? They're adorable. Minato said, as Kushina cooed. They are adorable. I gave him that. As 2 blonde girls with pale skin were shown. I agree, Minato. I agreed to both of them, being brides of my son. As a perverted laugh was heard. So who's the lucky bastard who's going to marry that? As Kushina pointed the said person, it was Jiraiya who was thrown back to the village. Baka! How dare he say this to his godson? As after 1 hour, Jiraiya crawled back here. Kushina, you didn't have to punch me so hard. You deserved that, you bastard. So, tell me, who's the lucky one? Is the redhead or the blondie? It will be the blonde sensei. No wonders. But Minato, Jiraiya said, getting serious. Are you sure about this? I mean, what if the kid turns out to hate you for what you're about to do? If you gave him love, then he will get attached to you. And kids don't usually understand their duties when given them early on. I hope that Naruto will be able to understand when the time comes. He will be, sensei. He will. As time passed on, like blinks of an eye for both Minato and Kushina from then on. And they were surprised and happy that their family has grown so attached and attracted so many people. Their sensei, Tsunade Senju, and even Shizune, who came back at the call of the fourth Hokage, as she also grew attached to Natsumi, Naruto, and Menma. She didn't like Menma that much because he always called her old hag. Now, Menma's personality was that of a prankster and troublemaker and a knucklehead, while Natsumi was the cool headed and somewhat temperamental like their mother. As for Naruto, he was the peacemaker. He always brought peace whenever his siblings' personalities crashed. And as for their friends, it was that of the clan her children and one civilian girl, Sakura Haruno. And generally they were enjoying their life. As suddenly the 10th birthday came, as the children were having their fun eating cakes and just telling jokes to each other and horror stories, while the elders talked, as Minato and Kushina were saddened. As Naruto looked at both of them and arrived there and giving them a hug, calming them down. Nay, what is it, To-chan, Ka-chan? Why are you looking so down? As Kushina started to cry, hugging Naruto. This caused the other children to stop what they were doing, as Jiraiya then said, how about I ask the Anbus to drop each and every one of you home? We'll tell about this later to you, all of you. Menma? Natsumi, come here. As after the other children left, Minato called them all here as all of them sat down while Kushina was hugging Naruto and crying somewhat. As Minato then began. 10 years ago, as you all know, the Kyuubi attacked our village. Yeah, Dad, and you were able to defeat it, right? No, I was able to stall it and seal it in some place, and that some place is both you, Menma, Mito, and some of its soul and chakra is inside your mother. As their eyes widen, you mean we are the Kyuubi? No, both of you are not, said Naruto. You are my Nesan and Nisan, and there's nothing that can change in that world. You two are not the Kyuubi, you are not that monster, Naruto said, as both of them calmed down, even after the huge news that was released on them. Don't worry, Kachan, we agreed to this. Naruto, that is not why we are crying. It is a part of it, but the other part you haven't heard. Sensei, can you... Don't worry, Minato, I will. As Minato was silent, he couldn't speak, as he was crying badly. He was now feeling guilt, and the gravity of the situation that he brought upon his family was now upon his face. He was facing it. As Jiraiya began with a sigh. I'm sorry, Naruto, but you know, it caused devastation to our whole village at the time, and we didn't have enough funds to repair. So we asked for an alliance with Kumo, and they agreed. The rules of that alliance was that we have to send one of our clansmen to them, mainly Minato's and Kushina's son, and the council agreed that you should go since I have the last chakra, right? Naruto said. How do you know? I knew about this. Since when you ever trained, I went in your library, Dad. I read the letter that you kept between your books. It was from Raikage, all dating back when we were just born. After a few weeks, I knew what was going on, and I already knew about my fiancés, Uchitoni, the Jinchuriki of the Two Tails, Cat, and Samui, right? I don't know how they look like now, but I've seen their pictures when they were at their age. Naruto. Are you mad at us? No. I know what you did, Dad. And I know your reasoning as well. You don't have to worry about it. I know that you did this to protect me for my own betterment. And just remember that I can never hate you too. For all the love you gave me. And for raising me. I can say only this, thank you. I know it is not enough, but it is all I can say. And I promise I will come back to visit you, not like I can never arrive here, right? Yeah. Yes, son. You can always visit. The village door and our doors are always open for you and your family that you're going to have there. As Menma and Natsumi got up, as their eyes turned into slits. No! You can't send our sibling to there. He's our little brother, and we will protect him. We can, Tojan. That is why we are training so hard. And and we don't want him to part from our family. Kachan, you told us that Anuzumaki always stick with one another. And and why are you doing this to us now? Please, don't do this. Naruto, you have to disagree to this. You can't just go, Natsumi said, as Menma agreed to this. Calm down, Nisan. Nisan, I agree to them. I know that it will help our village and help me somewhat out. I will be safe. I won't be a burden to you. You're not a burden to us, Naruto, said Menma. Can't you see? We're training this hard for you. For how long, Nisan? At one point you're going to start your own family. And you're going to have kids. Who will you make time for? Me or your kids? Your kids, Nisan. They need a father figure. But Naruto, that is a bridge that we will cross when the time comes. And plus, we're 10. But I care, Nisan. I care. I'm worried about my future and yours as well. I know what I'm doing. I'm dragging this family down. And if I can be of some use to my village, to my family, then I will be. Even if it cost me my life. As their family's eyes widened at these words. As after 1 month of agreeing and disagreeing with one another, Menma and Natsumi agreed, but they were sad, as the day finally came when Kumo entourage arrived to take Naruto. It consisted of Yujito Ni, who was now a Chunin, and Samui, who was a Ganin. As they were looking at Naruto, as Naruto looked at them and greeted them as well with a bow and respect, they were surprised that a kid was this well-mannered, as they were given some private room to talk, as there was a moment of silence between the three. As Naruto said, "What would you like to drink? I can make tea and coffee as well, if you like." "Can I have some milk?" said Yujito. "Since you're the Jinchuriki of Matatabe, I guess cat-like stuff you like, huh?" As Yujito then said, nothing much but a nod. As after that Naruto left, and arrived with green tea for Samui and for a hot cup of milk mixed with chocolate for Yujito. What is this? Oh, it's hot chocolate milk that I made. My family likes it. I hope you do too." As Yujito drank it, and for the first time purred. As Samui was even surprised. "Yo, that is cool." As Naruto was quite surprised by this. "What? Was it not to your liking?" "No. It's wonderful. It's the most delicious thing that I ever had." As after that they talked for 2 long hours and they were growing close, and Matatabe then said to Yujito, "Kitten, I know that you felt at peace after so long time. I think it is the right step. I know you were against it at first and came here because I made you agree, but I think that it is beneficial for you. You must mate him when the time is right. I'm not forcing you to do it now." "You're right, Matatabe. You're right. I guess I can give love one chance. Everyone deserves some loving, kitten. Even you." As Samui was thinking, "He's so cool. I can't wait for him to grow up properly so I can engage." As Samui blushed and so did Yujito because they imagined engaging in that kind of activities because Naruto was cute and adorable in their opinion as he was now. He still wore his orange jumpsuit, which was kind of horrendous, but his personality and the way he looked was kind of cute, just like a feline. As after that Naruto departed with a lot of sobbing from his family and a tearful goodbye. Later, they made their way towards Kumo. There they met with A in his office, as everyone was quite surprised with Naruto being respectful to each and every one of them. A was already getting along with Naruto and so was Killer B. And time went on and Naruto was soon seen as an important figure in both Kumo and Konoha during his stay there for 5 years. because after 5 years, Naruto was resting with his wives. They had married and his family has attended, and he was surprised when he found out that his brother got the guts to ask out Hinata, and they were engaged. And so could be said for Natsumi and Sasuke. Naruto and Menma both warned Sasuke that if he ever hurted their sister, that he will pay for that. And he nodded, as Natsumi was quite annoyed by this but agreed nonetheless. And same could be said for both Yujito, Samui, and for Hinata, warned by Natsumi. And after that, time went on and everything was going happily until the Akatsuki struck. As everything was going great one day, as Yujito was about to give birth, Kumo was attacked. Naruto was there, as two Akatsuki members came there to get her. As Naruto stood before them, "No, I will not let you harm my wife. Step aside, civilian, or you will get cut down, because we need her. No, I will not." As Naruto was beaten in front of Yujito by the said Akatsuki members, as Naruto was a bloody batter on the ground, as he saw Yujito being dragged out, her stomach gripped in pain. Before the Akatsuki member could punch Yujito, oh yeah, I forgot. The Akatsuki member were Hidan and Kakazu. Before Hidan could punch her in the gut, killing the baby, his fist was grabbed, as his whole hand was engulfed with flames, as Yujito and Kakazu's eyes widened, as it was Naruto. His eyes was covered by his hair. "Leave my wife alone," as Hidan's full body bursted into flames, and he was screaming in agony and was not healthy as a whole. And after that, he turned towards Kakazu, as Kakazu saw something. There was a huge wings of fire on Naruto's back, as Naruto shot. No, breathed flame out of his mouth, burning him and disintegrating his 5 hearts, killing him. As Naruto calmed down, picking his wife up and leading them towards medics. As after that, back in Konoha, Naruto's family was informed about this, as Yujito was clenching onto Naruto even after giving birth, because he was almost dead in front of her. She cared deeply about him. Their son, Inosuke, was about to be killed, and thankfully Naruto was there and awoken this power. They had it examined, and it was revealed that Naruto had unlocked a Kekkei that didn't require even chakra. Everyone was quite surprised by this. Naruto could control fire and manipulate it. His fire was more dangerous than the Amaterus of the Uchiha clan, the black flames that burned eternally. It was much harder than that. Itachi agreed to that, and after that the Akatsuki got wind of it, and they were suspicious of Naruto, and somewhat scared, because flames that are harder than even the black flames of the Uchiha clan that have said to burn at the will of the user and disintegrate everything and stopping at nothing. A flame powerful than that could be quite disastrous for them. And after that, Jiraiya revealed that the Akatsuki's true goal, and A and Minato, called the Kage-sama, revealed their true intentions, as Oniki was reluctant but agreed, and so was Mei, who has just liberated her land but knew what was going on. Then she became suspicious about that even if Yagura was being controlled, because at one point he was a kind ruler, then why did he change so suddenly and became enraged at the bloodline users and purged them as a whole? So she agreed, and Suna agreed as well, because Gaara was made friends with Naruto as well as his sibling Menma and Natsumi. After that, the war began. Zetsu and Tobi, who revealed himself to be Madara, came there, demanding all the Jinchurikis or they will die. Some villagers were thinking about it and offered food, because they didn't have any of the defenses such as the 5 major villages. Naruto was able to save her as well, and the war began. At the end of the day, Akatsuki lost. Naruto, with his flame abilities, bursted there like a phoenix. His name was given to him, the Flame Phoenix, the Fire Lord, and so on. The one who could use the Kekkei without chakra. As everyone witnessed the power of the Fire Lord, and Naruto burned down his enemies one after another, The summonings, the giant monsters, they were all burnt down to crisps and rubble. Even the stone statues that were summoned were destroyed. At the end of the day, the Karski used Kabuto and Orochimaru's plan to revive the previous Kages and use them as the offering to revive the Ten Tails. It was successful for only for 10 minutes or so much, but Naruto was able to absorb the statue inside of him, gaining the eyes of the Red Rinne Sharingan as he opened a portal and dragged each and every one of the Akatsuki member, locking them away forever. As Naruto stood there as the portal closed with the screams and agony of the masked person, Madara, and Orochimaru, and even Kabuto, and all those who were in the Akatsuki members. As the clan heads, all of them, were there, and so were the elders. Each shinobi was there, cheering that they won. As the Zetsu army turned into trees that were there. As everyone cheered for their hero who saved them, Naruto. As the Kages arrived there, Naruto, he said, "How did you absorb that statue? I don't know. I felt like it was calling on to me. It didn't want to be controlled, so it became a part of me." So you're a Jinchuriki now, kid," said Oniki. "No, Oniki-sama, I am not. Why are you giving me respect? Don't you know what your father did to my village? But did you forget, Oniki-sama, what you did to the Uzumaki village? You, Kumo, and Kiri, and here I am living in Kumo. Let the past stay in the past. Let the future generation choose for themselves what they want. Don't you agree? The past skirmishes and hatred were nothing more than bloodshed." As everyone agreed, the younger generation was agreeing as the Kage's eyes widened. They were agreeing with Naruto. As Jiraiya chuckled. "Well, turns out the prophecy was a lie. He was the one who brought peace." "Yeah, sensei," Minato said, "and I'm damn proud of him." "Ditto," said Kushina. As after that, Naruto was engulfed in a hug by three figures. As everyone chuckled at that, their hero was being hugged by his two wives and another figure who was hugging on to his chest. It was Fu. Fu, not that I mind, but why the sudden closeness?" said Naruto. "I'm offering myself in marriage to you, Naruto. Please marry me." Wait, what?" "Not cool, he's ours," said Samui. "And plus, we're not going to share. It's honestly surprised me that we have to bear with one another. I promise, I have nowhere to go. I won't bother you, please. Even if I have to be a low-ranking maid, just please take me in. You know, I'll marry you. I hope you do agree, right?" "I can't stay mad at your face, Naruto," said Yujito. "At least you have a weakness now, kitten." As Matatabe purred, as Yujito blushed at her. "Shut up, Matatabe." As somebody then said, "Not cool. Why can't we just avoid your puppy dog eyes?" As B then said, hugging Naruto, "Ya fool, you did great, ya fool." "Really? How many times you used fool in your sentence?" "Fool, you don't care. And I don't care. Just enjoy and bask in the glory of what you did. And not only that, in the bed as well." As he was punched in the face by Yujito, enhanced punch into Matatabe, Samui, and even Fu. As B was flying miles away. As A agreed, "Good job, girls, and don't worry, Fu, you're not going to return to your village. We'll happily take you in." "I hope everyone agrees," as the Kage nodded at this. "Yeah, she chose the brat, so why not?" As Mei was just looking at them. "Why not me? I need someone to marry myself." As she glumped onto Naruto as well. "Oi, what are you doing, you old hag?" said Tsunade. "Look who's talking. You wanna go, you piece of shit?" As Kushina was also standing there. "Why are you doing this? I also want to marry, and who better than him?" "Naruto, the more the merrier, right?" As Draden had a nosebleed, and so did many shinobis who were perverts. "Gold mine," he said before passing out cold. Perverts. "I can't believe my son turned out to be a pervert. My brother is a pervert now. I'm not. I promise. I mean, look at her. I can't say no to her. I can't even say no to my princesses and my wives. They're all my queens." As everyone blushed at that. As after that, 1 month has passed, as the village have aligned themselves all together. The new generation was happy, and so was the older generation at what was happening. Every shinobi was allowed to visit with some kind of pass that was allotted to them, and they could stay there forever if they wanted to, and even can do missions for the other Kages now. The village, no, the shinobi world was at peace. As for Takigakure, it was disassembled and decimated with the power of combined 5 villages because of what they did, and heavily executed because they led to the destruction of the whole world. As time skipped 10 years later, as we see Naruto sitting there and telling the story of his life to his children and some of his grandchildren. So that is it, kids. I hope you liked my story. Whoa, Grandpa, you're so cool. Yeah, Dad, you're cool, said some of his daughters and sons. As then, his grown-up son Inosuke came in, who was now a chunin. Dad, moms are calling you. Where are they? Lady Raikage is sitting in her office and she's summoning you. As Naruto arrived there to see Samui sitting as our next acting Raikage. What is it, honey? Jonin Namikaze? I need your assistance. Where? As she lifted up her skirt and Naruto sighed. Again? Not only me, us as well. Wait, May, what are you doing here? Who says I can't have fun? So I came in after they told me they're going to have an orgy. Oh well, I guess I'm still enjoying my life, huh? I love my life. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace!